Hey y'all, I know, don't be shocked. Yes, I really look like this, which is why I decided to let y'all in on my little secret. So a long time ago, I bought this stuff from Germany. It makes your skin tighter within like 5 or 10 seconds. My husband has never seen me like this. Not even my kids have seen me like this. So
how would you guys feel if you was in a relationship and you came home one day and your woman was looking like this and she says, hey, you've never seen me like this because I've always gotten ready before you. Let's get to it.
Feel special that I'm letting y'all in on my little secret. So you spread on your face like that, and then you wait about 10 seconds, normally it does, and just watch as my skin starts to get tightened. It knocks about 10-20 years off of you. See, don't take long at all. She's back.
Y'all better watch out there in them streets.
Nigga, what?
Welcome back to the Anthony Spade channel. Before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, that subscribe button, and that notifications button so you can get the videos as soon as I put them out. If you're looking for the music to the intro and you want the link to the second channel, both are below in the description. But can you do me a favor? Hit that notifications button right now and share this video. All right, guys, I got about 4 videos for you today. The first girl is going to be a pretty girl right here complaining about guys not wanting her. And this is one that I want you guys to pay attention to because I tell you, all the pretty girls, not all, but majority of the pretty girls are going to be cuckoo in the head. Next video is we're going to have a woman, a teacher, who sat down with one of her 8th graders and asked her what does she want out of life and how many kids that she wants out of life. And this is going to be an eye-opener for a lot of women out there who cannot get a man. I think that you want to watch this one as well when she explains what the 8th grader told her. Next video is going to be a black woman explaining that you do have a lot of single black fathers out there as well who do not get recognized, but there's a difference. Single mothers become masculine in the relationship, but a single father maintains masculinity. He doesn't become feminine, and she's going to be breaking that down why. And then we have a video with Sneeko is going to be letting a woman know that, hey, you're just a little bit too masculine. And masculine women are not going to make it in a relationship. It's good for simps. Don't get me wrong. A lot of you girls out there that normal guys will look at you and be like, hey, we don't want you. You'll always respond with, well, I could get a man. You can. Every woman can always find a man that wants to sleep with her. Every woman can get a simp. Guys know what type of men are attracted to you. So it only makes you look even worse. But first, let's get to the video with the pretty little Latino girl explaining why she can't get a man. Let's get to it.
Hey, don't mind me looking like a damn construction worker today. I had a rough night. So, everybody, they asked me, why are you so pretty and why are you single? I'm single because nowadays it's normalized to wife up hoes. Hear that again. I'm single because it's nowadays is normalized to wife up. They don't want a good girl. Nobody wants a good girl. Nobody wants a girl that stays home and cooks and, you know, everybody wants the that is naked on social media.
But first of all, what this woman needs to understand, the only type of man that wants a 304 is a simp. Those are the only guys that want that. So majority of women understand the mental disease of what's going on with a simp. The only thing is, when you get women like this who are single and they're blaming, they're saying all the guys want the 304s. Obviously, you want those simp guys to come after you. That's what she's saying. This is going to be normal amongst women. You want to know why? Because guys are typically going to start going for the easiest women because they don't want to have any game. So it's going to be a lot of 304s that are still going to be getting wifed up, and she's just going to have to deal with it. Next video is going to be a teacher. Let's get to it.
Grade test with 8th grade girls, and I asked them to tell me what their goals were. This one particular young lady said that she wanted to have 2 kids. So I said, so are you going to have a husband? And she said, no. And I said, please tell me why you would choose in the 8th grade to have a goal of having 2 kids and not be married. She said, because if I'm married to him, I can't collect child support.
Jesus.
And then she said, why should I marry a man that I have kids by? He might have issues or something. He might be on drugs. And I said, well, if he's too bad to be your husband, do you really think he's going to make a better father?
Jesus. She's absolutely right. This is what black women are doing every single day. You run out there and have kids with shit just so you can have a baby. You only want a sperm donor. Black women, there's nothing wrong with black men. You want to be a single parent to prove to the world that you don't need a man. That's the problem. My situation is like that. My mom didn't tell my dad about me for a while because she had something to prove, and he's a good guy. That's where black women are going wrong. You want to know why you're going wrong? It's because when you're 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, and your mother's sitting there bitter because she ain't got no man, she's gonna look at you and say, such and such, you don't need a man. Men are this, men are that. You don't need a man. Men are this, men are that. You shouldn't be with a man. No man, no man, no man. Because your bitter mom don't have one. Your bitter auntie don't have one. Your bitter grandma don't have one. So they keep programming the little kids to think like them. Now you guys are adults and you can't figure out why you can't find love. Well, go back to when you was 4, 5, and 6 years old. Before your brain was programmed, you was programmed not to need a man before you knew what your ABCs were. You were programmed not to need a man before you figured out what a relationship was. I tell guys all the time, especially black men, when you get your money, you need to leave that community or you will live a bad life. It's diseased. It's mentally diseased. It's dysfunctional. Not all, but majority is. You have to leave the community. Let's get to the next video.
Not address me as a strong, independent black woman. It's not a compliment. Woo! I never hear a man that is raising children alone.
Hold on. She said, do not address me as a strong black woman. That's not a compliment. Let's go back.
Please do not address me as a strong, independent black woman. It's not a compliment.
Woo!
I never hear a man that is raising children alone say, I'm mom and dad. He never becomes overly feminine because he's raising children. But we as women become overly masculine because we are raising children, because I'm mom and dad and I got to do all these things, right? And now I put extra stuff on me and then I say, ain't nobody helping me. Well, nobody told you to do that. There is help available.
Woo! And she's right. And she's absolutely right. You place yourself in a position to suffer just so you can complain about it later because you get it from your mother. It's a repeated process. It's called the cycle that's been existing for 30 to 40 years now. Let's get to it.
All because I was trying to overcompensate for what daddy wasn't doing. I didn't have to be mom and dad. Now they got Mr. Chris and Mr. Eric over here. And I took them to be a part of different organizations because when you think of something strong, you do not think of coming to the aid of it. So when we are looked at and walk around as strong, what we're putting out is, I do not need assistance. I don't need your help. So anytime a man says, oh, I love it, you're so strong. I said, no, I'm not strong. I'm resilient. I'm not independent. I'm interdependent because nobody ever comes to the aid of the strong person. So when I'm around men, my wrists are broke.
She's right. The more you act strong, the more independent you are. Nobody's going to think about saving you. This is one of the reasons why when people see fights with black women going on and they say, hey, how come you ain't over there breaking up that fight between her and her boyfriend? It's because we know her and her boyfriend is going to get back together because she likes to spar with him. Because she's strong, she's tough, she's independent, she got something to prove. But when she hits rock bottom and she starts looking sad, she wants somebody to come save her. She wants to be a victim. That's the problem with black women. You come off so strong, then when something happens, you want to be a victim and everybody's sitting around looking at you like, but you're strong. You were supposed to handle that. Why are you crying? Because everything's an act. That's the problem. You're caught in a psychological Broadway show that doesn't exist in real life. And the sad part about it is you're so confused, you're messing up the generation. Then that generation messes up the generation. You mess up the woman, you mess up the entire generation. That's it. If the woman is messed up, the generation is going to be messed up. Next video is going to be Sneeko breaking down to a woman why men don't like masculine women.
is why I know you said down with, and this is why I know you said single as, is because you're acting very masculine right now.
I never said I was single.
Hold on, you're aggressive.
I'm
You're
in a
slamming the
relationship.
Relax. You're slamming the table. You're raising your voice. You're yelling. No guy wants to settle down with that. You can go, oh, I'm sorry. It's not hurt. It's just annoying to be around. And no guy wants to settle down with that. What we want is a feminine woman who knows how to nurture, who knows her place, who's not running around in the club all the time. That's what we want. And when we're honest about it, you say toxic, you say, you say I'm a fool. But that's what men want. Settle down with in this.
He's absolutely right. Women need to understand the biggest brain manipulation that you have is saying that you do not need a man. One thing about a man is a man realizes I do not need a woman, but I really want one because I'm naturally attracted to one. Matter of fact, every human being on the planet is attracted to the opposite. Every male creature is attracted to the female creature. It's that simple. And for all the little nitpickers out there that may name some couple mammals like, hey, such and such sleep with each other and that, we ain't doing that. We're talking about human beings. When it comes down to nature, the male will always be attracted to the female's feminine side, not the masculine side. The more masculine the woman is, the only guys that are attracted to her are weaker men. And when I say weaker men, we're talking about the men that's strangling the fence. They don't know if they like women or men yet. They're caught in between. Those are the ones that likes those masculine women. When it's all said and done, the only thing that matters is if you holding her down and she holding you down. In life, you can't control who you like. You can't control who you fall for. You can only control the actions that you take with your desires. This is Anthony Spade. Hopefully you guys are able to get the message behind the videos. Comment, like, subscribe to both of my channels. Hasta la vista.